Clarkie, of course, a change of focus, I suppose, for you this weekend with the FA Cup coming up. But I mean, quickly just casting everyone's mind back to Tuesday a little bit. I know everyone's probably had a chance to kind of review things since then. But what's the sort of general feeling on things in the days following?
Yeah, a little bit disappointing with the performance. Obviously, the result. But we went through things and we know how we can get better. And we've just had a meeting there this morning, and all of us on the same page that. When we're a bit more intensity, a bit more higher up the pitch, we look a better side. So yeah, we reviewed the game, took the positives from it, and obviously we're looking forward to a really important game at the weekend.
Yeah, and you mentioned the weekend, of course, the first FA Cup game of the season. 4 years at Hednesford, and Hednesford aside, although there are a few divisions low, have a few names that supporters might recognise with National League experience that have played against Gateshead in the past as well. So by no means an easy sort of task for you.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, Luke's done them. He knows all the players, and we've had a good briefing on them this morning, gone through the analysis as well. We're going to show them the same respect as we would show any of our opponents. A good side, FA Cup. I love the FA Cup. It's really important to non-league teams, and we're no different. So we're going to go there fully focused, and hopefully that we put on the performance that will get the result.
Yeah, and you mentioned it in terms of the FA Cup itself there. I mean, how much emphasis do you really place on that in preparations beforehand, with it being a different competition? And I suppose when you play against teams maybe a few leagues lower down, it can kind of be one of the games that everyone's looking forward to, and can be a bit of an atmosphere where the fans are bang up for it, players are bang up for it, and everything like that.
Yeah, it's all about the mentality. It's a bit of a cliche, but we've got to focus on our next opponents, and that's what we do. We're going to give them so much respect. The FA Cup, like I say, it's so important for non-league teams, and we're definitely no different. They glamorise the third round, and that's what we'll be looking to do. We'll be going there professional, fully focused on ourselves, going implement our game plans, and make it a really difficult game for our opponents.
Yeah, and in terms of it being, I suppose, capping off a busy week and a busy period at the minute, for yourselves, is that an opportunity still where lads are kind of fighting for places really at the minute, and there's still opportunities for rotation, not in a sort of sense where you're changing things because you underestimate an opposition, but just because of the amount of football that's been played recently as well? Yeah,
I mean, we'll be putting out the strongest team that we think can win the game, and that's what we'll be doing. So obviously fully respect, the opponents, the cup, the trophy. We know how important it is. So no, all focus will be on that game, and it has been a whirlwind couple of weeks, but we've got a free week next week, so hopefully that we get the result we want, and ultimately the performance to go with that as well.
Yeah, and how is everyone sort of looking ahead of that? And obviously things came off on Tuesday, which seemed like nothing hugely serious perhaps, but still a precautionary one for him coming off after sort of 20 minutes or so in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to miss the weekend. It's probably come a little bit too soon for him. Fraser's going to assess all the issues, but this is why we've got a good squad, a big squad. So hopefully it's an opportunity for players. And like I said to the players earlier today, if you're lucky enough to start on Saturday, make sure you start the game after. I think that's a message that I've tried to give the players since we've been in charge of this short period of time, is that you're always in control of your own career, so that's up to you. So yeah, a little messages to the players: if you're lucky enough to start, make sure you perform and you play the next week.
Yeah, and it's another lengthy trip for supporters. Obviously, it'll be the second within a few days for some. Who'll be doing it twice, but again, an opportunity to try and not only get through to the first round, but send supporters home with something to kind of shout about a little bit as well.
Yeah, definitely. We're always well supported. I know the supporters really like the FA Cup as well. So yeah, they'll come in the numbers and support the team, and it's up to us to make sure we send them home happy with a good team performance and the right result.